What's up everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Fernaio and I'm very happy to have you guys here. Today we're gonna go through my Light VIP project. If you guys don't know my track, it's a VIP that I made for the VIP of the remix that I made for Light by Ventus Band and Valenz. So yeah, it's this track, I remixed it and then I made a VIP. In other words, right? So if you guys know it, then I don't have to play it, but there's some people that don't know it, so I'm just gonna play the first and the second drop.
Bring it on to me.
Yeah, as you can see, it's some sort of Melbourne bounce with minimal and techno. That was the idea, and here's the second drop.
Bring it on to me.
Yeah, it's more aggressive and dark, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the whole project, or I'm gonna show you the main sounds of the track, and I'm gonna start with the breakdown. So here it is. Okay, so here I have a piano and a guitar. I don't know if that's loud enough. I think it is. Anyways. Yeah, that guitar is from the original track, and the piano I made it myself. Here's the pattern. And this is the guitar. Right? So to give that intro to that, I recorded the sound, or I mean the piano, and just reversed the sample, right? Like this. By the way, this part, the breakdown, is not only from the VIP, it's also from the remix. So on the VIP, I didn't change the breakdown at all. I just changed the drop, but I'm still gonna go through it, right? So yeah, that's what I did for this part. Oh, and there's also this sound playing in the back. That's a vocal chop from the original song. And over here, I add the vocal.
Well, I guess it's up to me. You already set me free. Well, I guess it's up to me. You already set me free. I'm not the one you used to know for sure.
I also added a bass here. It's a plugin, but I tried to give that impression that it's an acoustic bass. Playing with the pitch here a little bit. Right? So it sounds like that. And then over here, what I wanted to do in this part
So many times I feel lost inside.
is I wanted to give that old school techno vibe, you know, like big and emotional or inspiring. So I made a super saw with a filter on it. And with that, I have some strings on the back. And just the vocal.
So many times I feel.
That's it. So it sounds empty and big at the same time. And after that, I just added some bass and the claps.
So many times I feel lost inside.
As you can see, I have a lot of different claps here. It's just that I like to layer my claps so I can have more control on this part, like the attack or the pre-shift thing. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, that's what I did. And then that's a good intro for the, you know, it starts going up, rising up. And then the build up. On the build up, I have, well, obviously the snares, and I made this sound here. I'm gonna play it. I mean, actually, I don't remember if I made that, or no, I don't think I did. But anyways, I played with it, and I created this. Right? So you can hear that in the background. And I also added, well, the main sounds from the drop. As if they were coming from the back and far away. Then a down sweep. And then over here I have the leads, or the risers, right? As you can hear, they're all at the same, you know, they have the same key. That's very important. And that's just automation. And that's it for the build-up. Over here, I have, well, a fill that I made with different sounds. And I played with panning and all of that. And then on the drop, we have these vocals. Right? So for those vocal chops, what I did is that I went to the whole vocal audio.
You already set me free. I'm suffering.
You know, so what I did is that I started looking for parts that I like a lot to use as a synth. So when you're creating a synth from a vocal or a vocal chop, you want to look for parts that are long enough, or that are, yeah, long enough and clear, like vowels, or I don't know, like that. Yeah, that's a good one. And yeah, what I did is I just started looking for parts that I liked a lot, and I will take those to a sampler and, you know, mess around with it. So in this case, I think I took this part. No. Oh, here. It says love. Yeah, so I took that to the sampler here, and then I pitch corrected that on Newtone, on FL Studio native plugin. It was, the original sound was like, you know, it was going up, love, and what I did is just made that one note, so it sounds like this. Oh, let me turn off the effects. Yeah, it says love, but on the same key. Then I added some EQ, multiband compression, multiband distortion. That's very important in this sound because it gives it, you know, that power that I needed. Some sausage fattener, reverb, and just an automated EQ. And so as you can see, that's just one vocal. As you can see here, I have many of them, but I didn't use all of them, you know. I just had many options so I can play around with the pattern and, you know, just listen to how it sounds on each one of them. And at the end, I decided to use these two. Oh. that one, and this one. So it sounds like this. Yeah. Yeah. And the rest of them are just there, but I didn't use them. But it's good to have different options. After that sound, with that vocal, it's this lead. Which is a lead on Serum. It's just a super saw. I'm gonna turn off the effects, and it sounds like this. It's just a super saw. I messed around with the warp knob, and then the filter is just a 4-man filter, which kind of makes it like a vocal. And then on the effects, I added a lot of distortion. So I have a multi-band distortion here, another one here, a camel crusher, sausage fattener, an imager to make it wider, and just some EQ. Very basic. And after that, we have this synth, our lead. It's just like an impact, right? It's very short. But as you can see, I have this as an audio clip. Why? That's because, okay, so I made that on Spider, right? Here it is. But every time I played it, because it's using more than one voice, the phase will be different every time. So I didn't like that because it was just making a different sound each time I played it. And it was, I don't know, it was just sounding really weird. So what I did is that I recorded that sound many times. I played it many times, and I selected the best one, the one that I liked the most, and just recorded it with the reverb already on it. So every time that comes in the track, it's just the same sample. It's the same one here, the same one here, and in the whole track. And that's, at least that sounded better for me. Then I have the bass, or the OBPB, that's how I call it, which stands for offbeat plucked bass, but I call it OBPB all the time, as you can see here. It says OBPB low, OBPB mid, OBPB main, that's just how I call it. But that is just this bass over here, which is from the original remix, or the remix of the track. I used this bass, or this, right? But on this part, on the first drop, I just took out the mids and added some distortion to the lows, or saturation. Yeah, so you can hear it there. And on the rest of the drop, I just added a few more sounds, like this. And then on this sound right here is just from Quicks. I added a shaker, and this is the claps. Yeah, that's the first drop. Then the breakdown is just the same. I tweaked it a little bit. I made it a little bit different, but it has the same sounds. And the second drop, well, as you could hear, I made it in triplets. And now you can hear the mids of the bass to make it more aggressive and powerful. And it kind of follows the same structure as the first drop. But I added these two sounds right here. This is a vocal. And this bass. And they sound like this. Yeah, those are the main sounds of this project. Alright guys, that was a light VIP project. If you liked it, make sure you click the like button. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, feel free to write those down in the comments below. I'm definitely gonna do more of these videos for some of my other tracks, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do it. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great day.